Most people know that when you are chasing any physical goal, you need to prioritize protein. If you need to meal prep in advance to achieve your goals, but you suck at cooking, I have the perfect solution for you that I'm gonna show you in this video. Today, I wanna give you what I call meal prep for dummies. And this is something I use because I suck at cooking, but I have goals. I wanna stay lean. I wanna accomplish a leaner physique. I need to meal prep. It's just one of the fundamental steps into getting leaner, losing fat, or even building muscle. The point is if you have a diet, you probably need to prep and plan your meals in advance if you want to be consistent with it. But if you suck at cooking, you're just going to prep a bunch of meals that they suck, and then the diet's miserable and then you don't last very long on the diet. So use this simple system and it'll make it so much easier to meal prep good tasting foods to help you stay consistent on your diet. Step number one is pretty simple. Pick a protein. You can pick Greek yogurt, egg whites, ground turkey, chicken breasts. It could even be protein powder. The first step in this system is just picking your protein source because that's going to be the most important part of that meal. Most people know that when you are chasing any physical goal, whether that is fat loss or muscle growth or performance in a sport or powerlifting, you need to prioritize protein. Protein is going to be the fundamental building block for getting stronger, recovering, building muscle, and it's going to help while losing fat because it really can't be stored as fat from what we know inside research. Step two, pick your carb source. If this is a workout meal, being that you're gonna eat this right before or right after your workout, maybe you choose a less fibrous carb source. In general, just for the simplicity of this meal prep system, you're just gonna pick any carb that sounds good. Sweet potato, white rice, brown rice, quinoa, whatever you want. Pick a carb source. Step three is gonna be picking a fat source. If you chose a low fat protein source, you're gonna add a fat source in. Generally speaking, we want a balance of mono, poly, and saturated fat. Pick something for this meal, be that nut butter or avocado, olive oil. Nonetheless, you got to pick a fat source. And if it was a fatty protein source that you chose, maybe you decided to have a ribeye for your protein source, or it was salmon, which is high in fat. You do less of that fat source, or you don't even add one in because that protein source you chose for step one is a protein and a fat source. And now we look at the meal and we have a protein, a carb, and a fat. And the last step, step four, is to add some flavor or some spice or whatever you want to just spice up the meal a bit. And this could be seasoning, it could be low sugar or non-caloric sauces, condiments of any kind. And this is outside the context of counting calories, obviously, because if you're counting calories, we need this all to fit within your individualized caloric intake. But if you follow this system, it's going to be pretty simple. I can choose ground turkey for my first step. I can choose sweet potato for my second step. I can choose olive oil for my third step. Then I'm going to add some green beans for some micronutrients and fiber in it. And then I might add some soy sauce or seasoning to give it some flavor. I put this all in a bowl and microwave it after I've prepped it in advance, and I have an amazing meal that is a teriyaki based carb protein rich meal with a lot of micronutrients into it. And it tastes great and it's very simple. A dummy could cook this, which is me and you. And if you really think of this like a drag and drop template, it will make meal prepping so much more simple for you and more successful because you can actually sustain that process consistently. If this still doesn't make sense to you because you're that much of a dummy in the kitchen, make sure that you go to TailoredCoachingMethod.com and click the yellow button. Sign up for coaching. This is what we do. We help people lose fat and we take out all the guesswork so you don't have to think much. You just act and you get results. And of course, if these videos help you, like the video, comment below with any questions that you have, and subscribe to the channel. Next time we drop a video, you'll be notified right away. See you next time.